look how cute our carpies are. Look at them just sat there. Little Scotch. Just enjoying looking at the waterfall. What a beautiful animal. They're so interesting. Like, why are they like half zebra, half horse? Oh, I absolutely love them. Oh my goodness, we're having offspring. We're getting rewards. I had actually heard. Now, thinking of offspring. Oh, another Nile Lechwe baby. My goodness, it's popping them out. One of you had said in the comments about the management here, how the processing, they can be released to wild, right? So you can release them directly to wild. And in that case, we can sort them all by conservation credits rather than anything else. That's perfect. Okay, so we can just keep breeding and releasing them instead of selling them for cash. I'm just going to quickly go through and change all of these to be the same. Now they're all set to do that. They're all going to release to the wild and they're going to prioritize by conservation credits. So hopefully that means we'll get the best. Oh goodness, this barrier doesn't look very good. Let's call the mechanic. Perhaps we need another mechanic. I think it's probably about time because we have quite a lot of people here. Let's get ourselves another mechanic. Let's pop them down there. And we can assign them to zoo. There they are, zoo. Right, now hopefully that'll alleviate the strain somewhat on our current mechanic. Like, they can probably go straight to work here. There's already someone fixing them. Oh no, this is Jedi Operative Jenna. She was straight on it. She must have been close by. Okay, I think we need to start expanding our zoo out a little bit further. I'm going to keep this area for a bit of a staff area. And I think maybe here we're going to have some more buildings. Perhaps we should put those in now. Okay, so we've got a bit of a square going now. I quite like that. There's a really weird bit of fence there, but hey, we're gonna leave that. It's the same fencing we use in the penguin habitat, so it's got quite good continuity with the other part of the zoo. And now we can add some guest facilities directly into it. So we've already got, to my memory, Chief Beef. Actually, we can probably see on our facilities tab. We've got a Gulpy, we've got a Chief Beef, and we've got an information center. I cannot believe we've not started selling balloons yet. Let's get some loony balloons and sell those balloons all day long. Then I should probably have some water. And maybe some hot dogs over here. We've got hot dogs or Bernie's Bakes. And I do love Bernie's Bakes. I'm gonna say Bernie's Bakes. I'm sorry if you're a hot dog person and I've just ruined it by putting baked goods in, but I love Bernie's Bakes, so I'm not really that sorry. There we go. That's a little bit better. That took a little bit more fiddling than I thought just to kind of even it out. I don't know why. I think it might be because the ground is on a slightly different level or something. I'm not sure, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, we've got some African penguins. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're weird. They're mating. Oh, look at them. They're doing a little hug. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, I think they're done. I think that was it. Was one of them pregnant? Hey, Echo's pregnant. There we go. That's all it took. Animals adopted for cash cannot be automatically released to the wild. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We'll just put them in exhibit trading then, and we'll release them into wild. This may be the problem here, is that I think all of them might get rejected. So it may be, because I know some of you said before that in franchise mode you can't release them into the wild, but it seemed to be working. So I'm not sure whether that's the problem or not. It probably is. Ooh, this power's just slightly out of range of the power. Okay. Maybe all of this could be moved very slightly along. Okay, we're gonna have to keep an eye on these. I think that I'm gonna leave you guys to tell me in the comments after this episode, and then I'll probably make a change at some point later. But it seems like they're not going into the storage. What's it called now? The exhibit trading storage, because I've set them to be released into the wild, and I don't think they can release into the wild in franchise mode. So I'm gonna say just sell for cash and do it by cash, and reset this basically to when I changed to what it was before I changed it earlier. Okay, I've reset it now to how it was before, and hey, if nothing else, it'll get us more cash for the zoo, which is perfect. We always need more cash. Oh my goodness, it was so much money. We also got lots of credits now, which is great. We can carry on releasing animals and stuff, and continue to do that. I'm going to filter by the conservation and new world theme. I think it's really just the new world we want though, because we want these picnic benches, which are new world. And I'm going to make sure that oh, we can't do random rotation on this. Okay, I'm just gonna have to rotate them myself a little bit. Goodness, our penguins are breezing like nothing else. It's amazing. We've got a nice little area here though. I think this is cute. And I think if we turn it to be short grass, long grass is quite intimidating. But if we make it just short grass in here, we could even do it as light soil, and then you get that kind of playgroundy look, I guess. But I quite like the grass, so I want to keep a short grassy area. Okay, look at that. We've got ourselves a little area now. I am going to actually add these into their own work zones. So when we go into staff and we've got our work zones, we've got entrance guest facilities. I'm going to add all of these and this staff building into Africa guest facilities, or Africa entrance. Because as the entrance to our Africa section, we're going to have an Asian section of the zoo going the other way, and this is going to be our African section over here. So this is the entrance, this is where it's going to be called, and we can add our new vendors into it. Some of it's saying that they're idle, but I think it's maybe because we've got more vendors than we have shops, and they're just, but that's not a bad thing. It means we're getting maximum return on, as long as it's not too many more. It means that we've always got someone, whereas like here, 2 of them are resting currently. I think we should get 1 more vendor and assign them to this area as well. And again, if you want names, give me names. I will rename our vendors. Yeah, there you go. See, we've got 2 now. Our vet research is complete. Oh, we got 2 done. We've got African penguin and a carpy. That's great. Did we get any? We did get some toys. Okay, cool. And some food enrichment. That's really good. And for the carpy as well. Right, let's put some of those in if we can. Let's filter by a carpy. A carpy. Got a scratch. I don't think we've got anything new. I think we had all of these. We've got the 2 scratching trees and a sprinkler. We had all these in before, so it's nothing new. But we may have something for the African penguin. Let's have a look. Ooh, I don't know. We had a lot of these before. No, I don't think there's anything new, but it's still good to get these things. And we get the education boosts that come alongside all these things. It's not like you just get enrichment every time you research them. Like we get an education bonus now. We get food level 2. So let's actually have a look. Let's pause the game because too much is happening at once. And let's have a look at our animals' food, because this is actually really important. The higher food quality, the better, but it's more expensive. So we're going to up our food quality on all of them to the maximum, because our animals deserve the best. And it's honestly not a massive jump. Like even that's 810 to 882. Like for the boost you get to the animals, like health and everything, it's definitely worth it. And total, it costs $3,664.14 to feed all of our animals, which is not actually too bad considering how many animals we actually have. That's not too bad. We're gonna have to set some kind of population control on our penguins as well at some point, because they're gonna breed out of control. For this episode though, The animal I want to put in, as you've probably seen by the thumbnail, is the African wild dog. Look how cool they are. They're so cool. I love these. They do need a lot of space though. So let's assume we've got 6 adults and 4 juveniles, because I think they live in, 2 to 27, quite big groups. So let's just assume we've got that. We need at least like kind of 2,000 square meters. They don't need any water, and they only need grade 2 above 1.25 meter fence. So we're basically looking at one of our standard wooden log fences, which we can continue for this area of the park, which I really like. And I think actually I might whack them back here and incorporate some of this mountain area. They can have kind of like a Pride Rock thing going on with, but for dogs, which I think they'll like. So we can kind of have our path continue around. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a play around with the path and see how I want it to kind of connect up around the habitat, because we could probably feed in from some of the areas we've got over here, as long as we do it kind of cleverly. Okay, so there we go. I think we've done a pretty good job of that. This now links around quite nicely. We can move this bin. And now you can come straight from the tapir habitat into, I guess, an alternative entrance into the Africa section. And we can have a nice African wild dog habitat here. We can maybe put a little rock feature here or something. Might do that now. Okay, I think that looks quite a lot better. I just put in some palms and some elephant grass and a few trees and some rocks, but I just feel like it spices up this area so much more, and it keeps that African theme going. It just looks a lot nicer when guests are walking past. We should also put some benches in and some bins. Okay, there are plenty of bins and plenty of seats, and this is a massive area. I'm not going to necessarily use all of this, but I am going to use quite a lot of it, I think. I'm just trying to think where's best to put our keeper area in. We may have to have another keeper hut here and try and put the this entrance to the habitat as close to that as we can. I think I'm going to whack it in here. Okay, we built quite a significant... Wow, okay, this is massive. This habitat is absolutely enormous. I think what we may do is divide off the sections and use this to be 2 habitats, just given the size of it. And I'm actually going to put the division in here. Okay, so I've just divided it into 2 habitats because it's incredibly large, the shape that I made originally. This one, we've now got one habitat that's 4,608 meters squared, And then we have another habitat over here, which I'm going to put a wooden habitat gate in for, again on this side, which is going to be similar. Okay, so I've just built an absolutely enormous habitat area, one of which has a massive mountain feature in it, and the other of which is quite flat. And I'm actually going to use the flat one to be the habitat in the next episode. It's got this weird shape to it. I don't really like the end shape. I think I might just redo this, so it can at least join in a more normal way that I like. But I'm going to basically use the other area for the African wild dog habitat in this episode. There you go. That's much better. I prefer that. So we've got this nice habitat here, and then we've got this massive mountainous habitat here. And I quite like that because the dogs have something to like run up, as long as we make sure that they can't jump out of an area like this, which at the minute they absolutely would be able to do. So we need to select all of it anyway, and I'm going to make it all 2 meters to begin with. And I think that means that even at the lowest point, it's 1.5, but we need to see what their like jumping ability and everything is going to be when they're actually in there. Because also you could have such a nice little waterfall in here. Like the possibilities are jumping out at me already. Many guess that the zoo's underpriced. Right, I'm making this 26 and 13. It's $26 to get in now, which actually seems quite reasonable considering the amount of animals we have now. We've got some really good animals. Speaking of, let's get ourselves some African dogs. African wild dog. Let's sort them by appeal. Is that 1-500? These are the best ones. Okay, we're gonna have. I think they're in breeding pairs, so I think there's like an alpha male and an alpha female. So I'm gonna adopt. Well, a few of them. I think I might just get 6 for now. I might get... Oh, no, these are 500. See if we can refresh. Yeah, they get some more. Don't really want low immunity ones or, like, 0 immunity ones. Let's get these. Then we've got 6. 6 seems a decent amount. Let's send them all to quarantine. That's enough for a little pack, because then they're going to have puppies and we want them to carry on like naturally like breeding rather than buying loads of them. What was their habitat numbers again? 2 to 27. Okay, so they'd be happy with just 2. But yeah, I want them to be able to have their own thing. They're confident with humans, but obviously guests cannot enter the habitats. That would be pretty bad. So whilst we're waiting for them to pass quarantine, I think it's probably a good idea if we have a look at getting some giraffes as well, because we only have 1 female giraffe at the minute, and Melman probably needs some friends. Oh, these are some good ones. Okay, oh, she's not so good, but she's a lot cheaper. Okay, I'm gonna get this cheap one, and then can we still afford? We can. Right, cool. We've got 2 more female giraffes. This is perfect. We buy both of them? They both go through? Oh, there you go. Yeah, they did. Take a second to load. Okay, I'm going to send to the zoo. They're going to go to quarantine. They just need to be taken from there to there, which is what's taking time as well. We can claim reward. And then we're going to have 3 female giraffes in with Melman, and he's going to be just the happiest giraffe that ever there was. Look at our little baby. We need some names. I think we probably had some giraffe names, but I'm going to do naming in another episode. I'm not going to do it in this one. We've got so many of these little guys. I love this. I love this habitat. It's so cute. And it's such a great one for guests to see when they come in. Maybe we should have a look at our vet research as well, because penguins have been plowing through. I think if we leave them on that, that's absolutely fine. I want to do some more on the giraffes though, because I feel like they haven't got a lot of enrichment. So maybe when the Okapi's done, we'll get back to doing some giraffe enrichment. I just need to keep an eye on the finances of the zoo really, because we were making so much money. We could probably justify getting ourselves another vet and another mechanic. And I might actually do that now, just because we need to put our animals at the heart of everything that we're doing. So I'm going to get another vet and another mechanic. And I'm going to just leave them to actually look after stuff while we get the other ones doing research and things like that. So let's assign you to zoo, and let's assign... Where's the vets? Further up? Yeah. assign the vets to zoo as well. There's one thing we haven't seen yet, and I think we set this up with our educators. We did with Steve Owen, was the exhibit talks on from the exhibits. I'm not sure if it's enough to just set them up or whether you need to put little exhibit talk signs in there. I think we probably need to put an animal talk point like here. Let's whack one there. And then, oh, I don't want to link seating. And then, yeah, let's put it on the golden poison frog. Okay, they can't handle the golden poison frog. That doesn't seem like a good example. They probably can't handle the other poison frog either, which is kind of the whole point. But hey, we can leave them in there, and they just won't handle them. By handle, I don't mean like they can't handle them. I mean that they can't physically pick them up. This is going to cause a bit of a queue, so maybe we should put the talk like over here on both of them, because I don't want to cause too much congestion right in the center. And then if we duplicate it and put another one on the back over here, and this can be about Lemon's poison frog. Then we duplicate, we'll put one in here on the axolotls. This one can probably just go here. Oh, they can handle those poison frogs. How? I don't understand the rules. You'll have to let me know. They can't handle the axolotl. That's absolutely fine. I would understand that because, you know, they are waterborne. We're going to have to move these conservation boards out of here. I'm going to delete them on one side. In fact, we don't have them on this side, so I'm actually just going to move it over here and have those there and duplicate it and slide it down here. There we go. That's good. Now we can add in another education point. So we can have one in here. And we can have one in here. And even if they can't handle them, they can at least do talks on them. So what have we got here? We've got our Goliath frogs. They can handle the Goliath frogs. Oh, I want to see that so badly. Okay, and the iguanas. They can't handle the iguanas. Okay, again, the rules of this, I don't fully understand. Oh no, one of our animals died. Oh, Gem. Oh. Okay. She was one of the good ones. She's had many a baby in this zoo. Oh no, don't look at them. Don't look at them. Oh no, habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. I'm pausing. Which habitat is a disease risk? This one, okay. Okay, we need to call the vet and the taper here. I think they're already there because one of them's injured. Okay. I'm trying to understand why. I think it's just because of all the food at the front. Are our keepers overworked? I thought they were kind of okay. Yeah, they seem to be very happy with the workload. I'm imagining that's just a minor blip and that's going to be resolved very soon. What I am going to do is set some mechanic research up as well, because I've been meaning to do this and we need some more food and drink. So I'm going to set our best mechanic to just research some more food. We've already done some more drink. Let's get some more food going, and then we can leave the other two mechanics to just go around and actually fix barriers and do the mechanic job. We've got low welfare in here. Is that just to do with... Oh, it's to do with... Okay. Again, they need keepers. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hire an extra keeper for each area. I'm going to hire one for here, and one for here. And then we definitely know we have enough keepers. We can always move them around later if we need to. So we're going to have one on this one. Oh, I don't know which one it is. We're going to have one for the giant otters and the tapers. We're going to have one for the exhibits. And we're going to have one for the Africa entrance. Then we've also got one over here. What's the work zone over here, I wonder? We've got Africa Middle. Ah, so we've got the Okapi here. Let's add these two in there as well. And that can be the Africa Middle. Are going to need some keepers on that. How many have we got? We've got one. Let's get a second keeper to be on the Africa Middle, and then we don't have to worry about it too much for now. Goodness, that's a lot of hiring we just did. A lot of hiring. We do need to add this into the zoo work zone as well. Now, I think it's about time we put our animals in their actual enclosures. Oh, let's quickly move our giraffes over. Scroll down here. I think we've got 2 giraffes to move over. Let's put them in the giraffes and Nile lechwe habitat. And we can get to renaming them in the next episode, because right now I want to focus on getting all of our little doggies into their own little habitat. Habitat 35, as it's so nicely named. This is going to be African wild dog habitat. There we go. I think I'm not sure if we named the Okapi habitat either. I didn't. Okapi. There you go. Now we've got both of them. And I think it's not even that far, is it? Oh, they've got to go the long way. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to speed up this journey quite considerably if I pause the game, put it on 4 meters, and we can just add a little entrance across here. And that's probably good. I think as long as we we can take the fences off here, I imagine. Let's stay railing on ground path, take that off, because I don't think the staff need those. But there we go. Now they can go straight through there, which is much quicker, I imagine. Or is it? They've got to go all the way around here. I'm not even sure which one's quicker. Probably that one, because it is kind of in this little dead end here, but it's a lot closer to the keeper hut we're going to have over here. And perhaps we should put a new keeper hut in back here, even with the Okapi habitat. That might be better for everyone. Save them having to use it, to use the existing one over there. How I've got, okay, let's see. Let's filter by theme. Let's go conservation. Oh no, Smarty. Oh, don't die in the water. Oh my goodness. Oh no, what are we looking at? Oh, this hasn't happened before. Oh no, not with a foot through the head. Okay, Smarty, I am very sorry for what just happened. I hope we've got enough of these in here. Are they a young adult? I feel like you should probably have contraceptives, because we all know what Scoop is like. I'm gonna... Yeah, I know they died. I'm gonna quickly, while we remember, just maybe get a couple more Nile lechwe, because I'm a bit concerned about the population size. Let's go with you, and you, and you. Right, 3 females. Let's send them to our quarantine, and we can move them in when they're done. Oh dear, well that's not good, is it? But in good news, I feel like a mistake has been made. Oh, I tell you what happened is because I'm going to say that needs to be done urgently. Oh no, have we just set up a little bit of a situation here? This does not feel good. I'm not comfortable with the giraffe being there, or this one. No, move along. It's because I put them to go to this habitat, but then I selected everything rather than just selecting the dogs. Okay, we're gonna need to emergency. I'm gonna box these animals up, because I do not want any kind of combat going on between giraffes and dogs. I feel like I may have just crushed a dog under this box as well. Oh, there we go. They're okay. Our first male, our first alpha. Look at them go. They're beautiful, aren't they? Immediately loving the grassy savanna we've set up for them. Look at that. He loves this mountain. Okay, let's have a look at what he actually likes. He doesn't like the long grass as much. I'm going to pause it and do a little bit of terrain painting. Okay, and whilst we are doing as sustainable as we can build, I know that these dogs, or at least a lot of dogs are like this. I'm not sure quite on the species, and I'm happy to be corrected if wrong, but a lot of them have caves that they dig out, or they find caves, and that's where they kind of go to sleep and stuff. And I think that this is such a great little place for one. So I know it's not super sustainable, which is the brand for the series, but in this case, I kind of feel like the animal's welfare is gonna come above that. So I'm just gonna dig a little cave in here. Okay, I think that's a pretty cool little cave we got going there. We're going to have quite a lot of them in here, which is what you kind of got to think about. Then we can put some bedding in. I think that's probably enough. That looks pretty good to me. And if we play, let's just check that they still happy with the terrain. They are, and they're happy with the hard shelter. And they've got loads of room. Look, they've got like 4 times what they need, which is great. We love that. Hopefully they're going to have a few more friends come along soon. I am also planning on... I'm trying to think where we've got water. I don't think we've got water treatment anywhere near here. No, so we're going to have to put some on this side. But that's absolutely fine. I'm going to whack it in here for now, just so it can service both. Oh no, I'm going to pause. Oh my goodness, they've escaped. Okay, emergency capture the animal. This is one thing we need to make sure they can't do. I was going to say, normally try and do that first, but let's go for the whole barriers and then raise them up. We need to check whether they're able to escape, which is the easiest way to do that is go on heat maps, click habitat, and then click on the animal, and that will tell you. This one still needs to be moved, so I don't know why they have been unboxed. Oh my goodness, the box. Okay, let's have a quick check and see where they can go. Okay, so they can still jump out here, but there's only one place, so I'm just going to edit the barrier here. I'm hoping that this guards against them escaping. Yes, it's recalculated. They can access all of this area. We can see that they can access the cave, which is amazing, and they can't escape. So that's definitely what we want. We've got a few more dogs in here now. We need to make sure that these are being moved out. They've definitely got cancel move on them, so I imagine that's fine. And they are safe where they're in the boxes, so it's not a problem. Look at them. They're all joining a pack. I love it. Look how pretty they are. How cute. A little box. Okay, I'm gonna pause because they've not got a lot of enrichment and stuff. I think it's okay. We just need to make sure that they're on the work zones, and maybe that's the problem, that they can't move them. I'm gonna enter Africa middle and make sure that these... Oh, they're both selected. Okay. Maybe zoo needs to be selected. Yeah, need to add them to zoo along with these facilities and probably the water pump that we're gonna add right now. Okay, we've got a bit of a snaking path going to... I think we're going to sort this out a bit later anyway. But hopefully now this will... Oh, it needs power, obviously. Let's put a little solar panel with it. There we go. And we've finally got some water filtration going on. So that's great. We just need to make sure we have a little water area for them to drink from. As they have a massive habitat, I thought it'd be cool to give them a bit of a lake so they can have a little swim like that, because I know they love to swim. Look at them paddling away. It's a bit more natural as well for their environment to have... well, I suppose maybe it's not in Africa. I don't know how big the bodies of water are in their habitats, but I like to give them a lake. So that's what we've done here. And it's all within the water treatment, so we know it's okay. Look at all of them up here. Look at them having a great time. Just getting they're just surveying the whole zoo from up here. That's so cool. I'm hoping this last giraffe's going to move soon as well, so they can get all the giraffes out of their habitat, which would be ideal. We've got the food shops complete. I'm actually going to move them on to do barriers, because we should probably get our one-way barriers at some point, and we haven't made any progress on that so far. So let's get those going. Oh, we're still getting dogs coming in. Oh, hopefully they're coming for the giraffe. That would be good. This must be the last dog coming in. There we go. Got another reward. And quarantine's passed on all of these. So I am going to set all 3, because I know it's just 3 of them this time, and move them over to the Nile Estuary habitat. So they can be moved over there. All as well. I think now it's definitely time to do some decorating. They don't actually need a lot of plant coverage, so I'm not going to put too much in this one, but I'm going to put some rocks in, you know me, and have a bit of fun with it. Okay, there we go. I think I'm probably done there. They've got pretty good coverage there. And I quite like how it's looking now. I feel like maybe I could put in a little bit more elephant grass here and there. But I might just add a couple of bits like around here. But I've really enjoyed putting the elephant grass and the savanna rocks together. I just think they like the colors complement each other really well. And I love elephant grass, if you couldn't tell already. I hope the dogs love it though here. I mean, they look pretty happy walking around. Oh, they're so beautiful. Look at them. We need to make sure we've got appropriate enrichment and food for them, because that's going to be the next thing. So let's make sure if we filter by African wild dog. Oh, we've got loads of stuff. Okay, they've got to have a rubber duck in their swimming pool. Then we should put a dog ball in. Can have a colorful ball over here. You can never have too many balls, and a small ball. I'm not going to put the pumpkin one in because it's not a Halloween series. Let's put a sprinkler back here as well, and maybe an ice ball around the back for them to play with. That gives some reasonable enrichment. The problem is they don't have food enrichment. That's what they're really looking for. Oh, they do. The dog ball's food enrichment. Okay, well, maybe we'll put another dog ball around here as well. I'm trying to think where's best. Probably around here. Try and keep them somewhat in the zone of guests, and we need to make sure that a guest can actually see them. So I'm gonna make these 3 big panes all glass, and do the same over here with these 3, and then maybe these 2 at the back could be glass as well. Give people a bit of a view in, although you're not going to see as much from that side, but hey, you might see something. And then we can keep their den area kind of private for them, which is nice. In fact, we could put a little webcam in here, I think, in our... where are they? Here they go, habitat webcam. And if we whack one in here, then we could broadcast it online for people to watch the pups grow up and stuff. It'd be really cute. Let's put a little habitat webcam there. I'm not sure which way up it's supposed to be. I think it's that way. Let's have a look. Let's enter the camera view. Yep. That's what you want to see. Everything completely upside down. Right, so let's turn angle snap on and flip it the whole way over. There we go. And now let's have a look. That's a bit better. There you go. Very cute. Now, I'm not sure we can link them to the boards that we have, because we do need to get some habitat education boards in. I don't think you can do that. Please let me know if you can. As far as I'm aware, I'm not fully aware of the function of the webcam so far. Let's put, oh, they should have some viewing around here as well. Okay, let's edit the barrier. Let's have these 2 be glass as well. And then we can put a little bit of viewing in here. And now we just need to make sure that all of these have got power. And I think that's going to be the case of putting a solar panel back here and then another one over here. Just quite a lot of solar panels. It's quite a big expense, but in our zoo, that could be helping like offset carbon. That could be getting a little energy for us that we could sell back to the grid and have some green energy, and it just lets us have our little cute habitat. I don't think we can link it. No, we can't link them to anything, so I don't think we can get our webcam linked up to that. I'm not really sure what they do. Please can someone like help explain the webcams to me, because contributing 0.05 to marketing stars, I'm assuming it's just for marketing at the zoo, which is fine. It doesn't need to do a massive thing, but it's just it'd just be good to know. So yeah, please do let me know in the comments. Oh, look at them settling down in their bed. Oh, they love their little cave. I think it's adorable. One last thing I'm going to do as well is just paint this to be soily rather than rocky, because I don't really like that it's all rocky around their water hole. I'd rather it be grassy and with some mud, some light soil. And just check that they're happy with it. Yeah, they're all happy with everything. I think that's everything we're going to do today, guys. I hope you like this episode. If you do, please give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.